Hello everybody, my name is Katie, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video I have the Nintendo Switch 2 here in front of me, which is absolutely crazy. There is a fun story behind the finding of this one. But today, before I get into that, I'm going to be doing an unboxing. I'll also be tacking on like a little comparison between the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. That's pretty much it. So we'll just go ahead and get started with this video. So the story behind this. So basically what happened is that I have been living in Oregon for the past year. If you've been following me, you may or may not have known that. And so I've been living in Oregon, and a fun thing about Oregon is that there's no sales tax. And so we were thinking of potentially getting the Switch 2 at some point. However, we didn't like pre-order or anything. We're just like, we'll get it at some point, doesn't really matter. We're not like in a rush per se. However, we were like thinking about it. We're like, well, like I'm in Oregon. There's no sales tax in Oregon. We could get like $35, $40 off just by buying it in Oregon versus California. So we went searching and we looked at Best Buy, none. We looked at, well, online inventory. We didn't actually drive to all these stores. Best Buy inventory said none. Walmart inventory said none. I looked at Target and it said it had one left in stock. It had the bundle left in stock. So what did my dad and I do at 9:30 at the night? Drive to Target. So of course we drove to Target. We did a little like fun little adventure. Worst case scenario, which we kind of figured it would just be a little father-daughter bonding time. Fun, you know, whatever. It would be entertaining, it'd be fun, it'd be a memory we'd always remember. And we kind of figured like one left, it's probably like an error in inventory count. There's like no way it's not like sold. By the way, it is June 15th. So we got this on the night of the 13th. So very late in relation to the release date of the 5th. So we get there, we try to go to the electronics department and talk to someone there. However, there was no one there because obviously they close at like 10 o'clock at night. So we had like, well, I guess we got there a little bit before 9:30, so we had like 40 minutes. So we didn't see anyone there. We found the nearest employee at the dressing rooms. And then we asked for someone, if we can get someone in electronics. So we ran back over, we didn't run, we sped walk back to electronics. We saw this guy like walking around electronics, like looking, and we're like, I think he's also looking for the Switch. I think that's what he's doing. So anyways, we wait at the desk of the electronics because we're like, we're first, like we need someone to talk to us. And so we end up talking to her. Long story short, she said she already checked in the back for another customer. It wasn't there, like just a couple minutes ago, it wasn't there. But she told us we can go to guest services and see if they have any back there, like if someone returned or whatever. So we went to guest services, we had to call someone there, and he came out with the Switch 2. So we bought it. And then we went back the next day and realized we probably want to buy a controller. We got so excited, so we bought a controller as well, the Pro controller. So I'm very excited about this. We were both very excited about this. It is a core memory forever now. Like the time we went to Target at 9:30 p.m. and got the last Switch 2 in stock 30 minutes before closing. So here we are. So I'm gonna unbox it. If you skip the story time, hi, we're gonna start unboxing now. I'm gonna start small and start with the controller, and then we'll move on to the Switch 2, the part you're waiting for, a little bit later. So I want to start with this one. Here is the box. It has all the instructions here. So from my understanding, the difference between this one and the first one is that there's an extra chat, I think, button. I am the actual worst at tearing these apart, so give me a second. So apparently these not only have that button, but they also are a little bit like the joystick's a little smoother. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit like, I think just better. So this is what it looks like. We have the charging cord in this box here, or this bag, I guess. It's a bag, not a box. And then here it is, all wrapped up here. Wachow! Okay. I mean, it feels nice and smooth. So in contrast to the Switch 1, which is just all black, it has gray on the top here as well. Joysticks feel very nice. It definitely is a lot quieter than the Switch 1. Like, I don't know, I try to put it near my mic so you can pick it up. But the Switch 1's sticks are quite loud. So this is nice. These also have the additional buttons back here as well. So yeah, overall feels pretty nice in the hands. That's what that one's like. And now to the moment we've been waiting for. The Switch. Here it is in all of its glory. Oh, and the one that was left was the Mario Kart World Bundle, which is the one we wanted because it's cheaper to get it this way than separately. So it worked out beautifully. So anyhow, here it is. It still has the seal. Sorry, that was like kind of aggressive. It still has the seal on the back here. I might need my scissors again. Here we go. Voila! Whoa, sorry, that was like covering everything. So here it is. It looks beautiful. So we have the Joy-Cons here. We got the right one and the left one. Oh, as I throw them around. So they got the black design with the colorful interiors that snap with the color around here. They feel pretty nice, not too heavy. Yeah, joysticks feel very nice, so do buttons. And then the actual console itself is right here. Wow, this is a nice big screen. Look at how big. So there that is. And then opening this up here, I think this is yeah, so I got the code of my Mario Kart World downloadable content here. I got health and safety information. And then I feel like I should just like move this. It's so big and clunky. Okay, so I got those. And then I have my cord here, HDMI. And then the Joy-Con straps are here as well. So we got the blue one and the red one here. So hook it onto your arm, make sure it doesn't fly off if you're doing some like motion thing. So it all comes with that. I'm gonna set these all to the side. Okay, also in the box here we have okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to best do this. I am so bad. We have the little Switch 2 like handheld. So this, whoa, okay, so that just snaps in like that. Very different than the one. That's pretty nice. And then to take it off, I actually don't know. Okay, yeah, so you just do that release button there. It doesn't pull off if you gotta release it. Okay, so that's not too bad. So that's what that's like there. Also in the box, we have the charging equipment. So we have the wall plug-in here. So that will plug into the wall, as well as the cord that plugs into that to plug into the Switch. And then finally in the box here, we have the dock. I'm gonna scooch these over. So here it is, Switch 2. And yeah, look at that, it looks pretty cool. Your Switch here is gonna go in here. Voila! Yeah, this is noticeably bigger for sure. But yeah, that's all the unboxing and the stuff that will come with the Switch 2. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna like set this all up, do all of the things, and then I'll be back in a bit at some point to do the comparison, kind of show you side by side what the Switch 1 and the Switch 2 looks like. That way you can see firsthand like the differences side by side. So I'll see you then. Hi everybody, welcome to part 2 of this video. And so here we can see I have the Switch 2 stuff here and the Switch 1 stuff down here. We got the actual switches and the Pro controllers. Right off the bat, we can see the size difference between the two. So significantly bigger, and then a little cutesy little smaller version. So I'm gonna open up Mario Kart World and Mario Kart Deluxe here. So I know they're different games, they're both Mario Kart though, but I do want to take a moment to highlight like the screens. Like, let me see if you're able to see like the screen on this one. Looks like this, and the screen on this one, I can tell it's much crisper and much clearer. So that's kind of like the differences there. Joy-Cons pretty comparable, I feel like, in terms of like joystick mobility. Or actually, this might be smoother. When you rotate this one, you kind of can feel the little like barely. I'm like being very observant here. This is very smooth. So differences, I guess, also that I want to highlight here. We have on the regular Switch, we have this like kind of joke of a stand, in my opinion. I mean, it works, but it's like one height and it's on one side of the Switch, right? So that's kind of like your deal there. On the Switch 2 here, you have your like whole entire like stand back here, and you can adjust how like up, or like if you want it really like, or if you want it a lot this way, you can adjust the height of the stand, which is pretty cool. This one is pretty straight up. You can't really have it like leaned back that much. So those are some differences there. Yeah, I can already tell the screen looks so much brighter. I guess I didn't notice until I brought them like side by side here. You can like really tell it's a very nice screen. As for the Joy-Cons here, here is the number 2 that we kind of went over a little earlier. Here is the number 1, the both like officially from Nintendo I said Joy-Cons. Both officially from Nintendo Pro controllers. That's what they're called. The Pro controllers here. So this one kind of just has like a smooth finish all around, if that makes sense. This one does have like a little bit of like a grippy portion down here, and then more of like a smoother here. It does have like a design as well. We kind of went over this earlier. Let me turn off my volume like completely here so we don't hear anything coming from the Switch. I think this one's already silenced. Yeah, it is. So I just want to do a little like a Joy-Con, or I keep calling them Joy-Cons, Pro controller joystick movement test. So you can see me in the corner. I'm going to put these next to the microphone here on my chest, and you'll be able to hear what's going on. So this is the regular Pro controller. So that's the movement of the joystick. This is the second one. So that's the difference in the sounds. In feel, the buttons feel pretty much relatively the same. These are also a little bit quieter if you listen to the Switch 2 versus the Switch 1. So that's kind of like the test there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of gameplay for you. So I'm going to turn on the Switch 2, get a little bit of music going on in there. Oh wait, no, I want to do some of the free roaming, which is kind of fun. I don't know. I really like Yash. I got the swimmer Yash. So this is the gameplay here. Granted, it is different games, but like, I really wanted to showcase this new game here and kind of show that off a little bit. So this is the Mario Kart where you can go like totally off and just do whatever you want. I got some food and I unlocked Touring Yoshi. So that's cute. Oh yeah, now I'm gliding along the railroad here. Oh, and here's a little challenge. Oh, let me turn around here. Now there's a big glare in my screen. Ride the lines and collect blue coins. Okay, it's a big glare from the lights, so I might not do well. That's my excuse anyways, right? So with the free roam, there's like, oh geez, oh geez, oh geez, oh geez, how do I get off of here? Oh, that's how I get off. That's awkward. But you see the point. There's like challenges and stuff you can do throughout and whatnot. It's like all off-roading. I'm doing the absolute worst. I'll give it like an actual try. That was kind of a joke because I didn't know how to get off. I really haven't played this that much, so. Oh my gosh, I'm a failure. Let's be competent enough, please. Oh! There we go. I did it, guys. Okay, whoops, that one's dying. Okay, so that's basically what this one is. It's kind of like a, I mean, granted, there's all your other modes too that you're used to, but that's just a little bit of like gameplay here for, you know, the new Mario Kart. Whoop, I'm running into everything. But I think it's super cool. You can like explore things. Oh, I got another Yoshi. That was surprising. I didn't expect to get another one right off the bat. So, okay, that's enough of this one. Let's go ahead and put on the brakes here. We're gonna go ahead and do some Mario Kart here. I'm just gonna do like a singular versus race, I guess. This is all my presets here. 150. Oh, I should do one race. I can only do 4. Okay, well, I'll just do one race. Oh, and a lot of the items too that are in this, I'm just doing the first course. A lot of the items that are in the new Mario Kart 2, there's a lot of different ones as well. Some of the same, some new, which is pretty interesting, but here is some gameplay on the old Switch here. I forgot how to get the boost. Now this one doesn't have the glare in it, so I have no excuse. So still like really good, really smooth. It's just, it's not like the clearest screen, but like still a very good product. I mean, the Switch is what, like 7 years old now? But still a classic. I mean, honestly, when you're looking at it by itself, it looks fantastic. Of course, side by side, though, like the quality of the Switch 2 is like crazy, right? Like, no. Another thing too is that there's a lot more people like in the races for Mario Kart World. There is, I keep getting hit by red shells. If I would have gotten that item like 2 seconds sooner. Oh my gosh. There's a lot more people racing and oh my gosh, I'm just getting destroyed. A lot more people racing in the Mario Kart World versus Mario Kart 8. Oh my gosh, Daisy's just being the rudest ever. I don't really have much commentary here, guys, but overall, I don't remember how much the Switch was originally. I know now it's significantly cheaper, but then again, it is a lot older of a console. I'm excited for more games to come out on the Switch too. Right now, I feel like there's not a lot, but of course the console just got released. But overall, as I almost ran into that banana, a very good console here. Very solid. It's just like crazy. Oh right, it's on here. It's just crazy how like smooth the Switch 2 is. Like, you don't realize it though unless you have them side by side, I don't think, because the Switch 1 still is very a very good console, very smooth as well. Just very minor differences, but very exciting. Wachoo! So yeah, that concludes this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button down below. I post videos every single Sunday, and I hope to see you back in next week. Bye.